Parshat Mishpatim describes the law of a ganav. A ganav is a thief. He breaks into your house at night, he steals something, perhaps your television, some furniture. And the Torah says that this is the law of the ganav, that when he is found, and when it's been proven that in fact he did steal the item, he has to pay back double. He has to pay back the item that he actually stole because he stole it, and he has to make restitution. But he has to pay also kefil. This is a penalty. Because of the fact that he was a thief, he has to pay back double. So if the item costs 2,000 rand, he has to pay back 4,000 rand. This is the usual law. However, it changes in reference to a sheep and a cow. If the thief should steal a sheep or a cow and then later on sell it or slaughter it, then not only does he have to pay back double, for the sheep he has to pay back 4 times, he has to pay back 4 sheep, and for the cow he has to pay back 5 times. This is a special law in the Torah, only with these 2 animals, with nothing else. And of course the question is, why? And Rashi quotes the Talmud and he gives us 2 very different answers that we can learn a great deal from. The first answer teaches us about the value of labor, of working. And Rashi explains as follows very brilliantly. Why is it that when it came to the cow or the ox, you have to pay back 5 times, and for the sheep, you only have to pay back 4 times? And he says the difference is the nature of these animals. Sheep don't really do anything. Sheep just graze the whole day, but they're not used by farmers in agriculture. But when it comes to a cow or an ox or a bull, these are actually animals that are used for working. They pull a wagon, they're used for plowing, they're used for threshing. And what has this thief done? He has deprived the farmer of work. And therefore he's got to pay a penalty, and he's got to pay even more than he does for the sheep. And this teaches us the incredible value that the Torah places upon work. Work is so important. In fact, there's a great slogan in the Talmud where the Talmud says, better that you should strip a carcass bare in the marketplace than say, well, I'm a special person, I'm a Kohen, I'm not prepared to do that job, it's infradig. The Talmud says no. If it's a job, and if it's an honest job, you should do it, even though it may be a little bit below your station. Nevertheless, one should not underestimate the value of working. Working is so important. And elsewhere the Talmud says that if people don't work and they just sit around the whole day, it leads to all types of sins. It leads to improper behavior, promiscuity, and of course theft. So we see the value that the Torah attaches to work, that you've got to pay that extra ox because you deprive the farmer of his ability to do work with his ox. The second answer that is given by Rashi goes as follows, that it teaches us something about the honor of a person. When the thief steals a sheep, how does he move? How does he transport that sheep? Well, sheep are very dumb animals, and it's hard to pull them along. So what he does is he takes the sheep, it's quite light, and he puts it over his shoulders, and he runs away with the sheep. You can't do that with a cow. You have to drag the cow along with you. So in the case of the sheep, the thief, in some way, his honor has been affected. People will say, oh, there's a man carrying a sheep down the street. It's not really that honorable to do such a thing. It's not so respectable. But to see somebody leading an ox down the road, that's not something that's disrespectful. And therefore the Torah says, you know what? Even though you stole, and you stole somebody's property, I nevertheless place a value on your honor, on kavod habriut, even though you're a thief. And therefore I'm going to let you off. You don't have to pay 5 times, you only have to pay 4 times. Because when you stole, you actually damaged your honor. Now, if that is true of a thief, that Hashem even cares for the honor of a thief, who after all is a criminal, how much more so when it comes to looking after the honor of other people around us, the honor of our co-workers, the honor of our family, the honor of our community. Everybody should be treated with kavod habriut, with incredible respect and honor, because after all, we were created in the image of Hashem. I wish you a Shabbat Shalom.